supported the exercise. I wish to comment on a number of issues. One, registration of prisoners. In compliance with the court decision, petition number 574 of 2013, that's the case of Kituo cha Sheria versus IBC and the Attorney General, the court ordered that IBC registers prisoners to vote in elections. This exercise was set aside for 7 days. It was to commence from 20th of this month, but there have been delays occasioned by logistical challenges, as a result of which we expect the exercise to commence from tomorrow, 22nd of this month. According to data from the Department of Correctional Services, there are 49,867 prisoners spread across 118 prisons all over the country. This number includes prisoners who have national identity cards and those who don't have. The ones with identity cards who are convicted are 5,952, and the ones who are on remand are 2,246. Now, those ones who don't have ID cards or ID cards are at home are 5,696. Those are the convicted ones, and the ones in remand who don't have ID cards with them in prison are 5,613. Those are the ones who have ID cards at home. But there are some who don't have ID cards at all. That's a total of 30,338. These figures are important to note. Those to be registered will be adult citizens who represent themselves with the national ID, must be of sound mind, and must not have been convicted of an election offense in the preceding 5 years to the elections. Once registered, this constituency shall only vote for presidential in the presidential elections. Registration of Kenyans in diaspora is another area we want to address. As per Article 82(1)(e) of the Constitution, and in the spirit of progressive realization of the right to register and vote by Kenyans residing outside the country, the Commission has commenced registration of voters in Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, and South Africa. The exercise shall go on for a period of 14 days, starting 20th of this month, and is expected to end on the 6th of March next month. Now we go to the MVR2 exercise. Preliminary reports from the field show that as up to date, we have registered, the applicants who applied for new registration are 3,782,089. 3,782,089 applications for new registration were received by the Commission. This represents 62% of our upper limit target of 6 million and 95% of the lower limit we had set for ourselves of 4 million. It's important to know that these are not final figures. The performance index is as follows. These are percentages taken against our upper limit target of 6 million, ranging from 81% to 240%. Kajiado leads at 240%, followed by Mandera, Narok, Garissa, Kirinyaga, Kiambu, Wajir, Murang'a, Nakuru, and West Pokot at 81%. The following are the counties which have recorded the most applications. These are figures between 100,000 on the lower part to 460,000 on the upper part. Nairobi leads with 461,346, followed by Kiambu, Nakuru, Meru, Mombasa, Kilifi, Machakos, Kakamega, Murang'a, and Uasin Gishu at 100,346. Now, taking into account the registration of voters after the 2013 election, the Commission projects that approximately 3.2 million new voters will be added to the voters' roll. But this will be the case after we have cleaned the register and verified the process. This also will be after we have removed, cleaning will involve removing the dead voters from the register. Another area we want to comment on is the voter transfer applications. As regards voter transfers, we have so far a record 1,819 applications. These are people transferring from one constituency or one ward to another. We have observed that there are places in Kenya where transfers were more than the new registrations. Once the data is processed, we shall know the trends and what they mean towards election preparedness. These trends mean a lot as regards how we balance the polling stations and other areas of preparedness. A few comments on our state of preparedness in terms of the register of voters. The Commission will now process all the data received from the field to the central database at our headquarters here in Nairobi for further processing. This will entail matching of all the records received to ensure that there are no duplicates or persons appearing more than once in the register. A preliminary register will be compiled for a period of about 40 days and shall be sent to the registration officers in the field to confirm the correctness of the information. Once we receive feedback from the field officers, the Commission shall prepare the draft register that will be subjected to inspection and verification thereafter, and this will be presented to the public starting May 10th, 2017. Thereafter, the Commission shall then amend, certify, and then publish the final register of voters as per the law in readiness for the elections. We wish to draw the attention of political parties and all aspirants to the notice published on February 6, 2017 as regards timelines for nomination of candidates. That is the next milestone towards the general election. We are pleased to report that a number of political parties have already submitted relevant documents related to the timelines which you have given. As a reminder, we wish to reiterate what's urgent between now and April 26 this year. This is already in the timelines published, but one, submission of party nomination rules to the Commission. This is to be done within 10 days from February 20th, that's yesterday, to Thursday, March 2nd, that's next month, for a period of 10 days. Submission of party membership lists for a period of 10 days from Thursday, March 9th, 2017 to March 19th, 2017. Submission of names of candidates for party primaries to the Commission. Sunday, March 26th to Wednesday, April 5th, that's this year. Gazettement of candidates and date of primaries, Thursday, March 30th to Wednesday, April 12th. Parties to conduct party primaries from 13th April to April 26th. The rest of the timelines are already published, but this is just to remind those who may not have looked at the publication that this must be done immediately. In conclusion, I wish to say that the date of the general election is fast approaching. We call upon Kenyans to jointly reflect on what type of elections they would like to have. As a commission, we are ready and prepared to deliver free, fair, and credible election, and we also going to deliver peaceful elections. But this cannot be done without the Kenyan people, political parties also playing their role. As we enter the next phase of preparations, that is the nomination of candidates, we urge political parties and aspirants to conduct their business within the rule of law and ensure that their processes are peaceful and credible. As a commission, we shall not hesitate to take action against those violating the Electoral Code of Conduct in the name of elections. Thank you.
We are going to give you a copy of the statement that the chairman has just read. We are also going to upload it on the website. However, we'll give you a few minutes to ask questions on any area that you'd wish the chairperson to clarify, or any details that you may wish him to give you. So we give you this opportunity to ask a few questions. We start with the lady, then the gentleman.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Brenda Hedda from KBC. Quick clarification about the auditing of the voter register and also following up to the court case. When are we likely to have the voter register audited? Because, of course, of the delays.
Yeah, as you rightly point out, the case is in court, and the court has issued orders against the company which won the tender to proceed. So we cannot proceed in that manner. However, we have engaged, we were approached by the parties in court, and we are holding meetings with a view to settling the matter, and hope that will be done very soon so that we proceed.
And then lastly, perhaps if you can tell us the county activity when it comes to voter transfer.
That will be communicated in due course, because we have all the data still out there. As voter transfers go, we collect all the information and we shall run it against our system. We shall be able to produce those figures in due course.
Chris from KTN. Two questions. We know that you're still registering people through the normal continuous through the consistency level. When do you intend to stop this so that you can compile the registers? And secondly, in terms of the diaspora registration, we know there are countries like South Africa which is yet to start. When do you intend to recover this time, and how? The lost time, because I know people will be coming from different far and wide, and they need to plan. Will you recover the lost time?
Yeah, the issue of the registration in terms of the constituencies. Yes, the MVR stopped on 19th, and if you realize, on the 14th of this month, there were more Kenyans who registered than another day. I think as a country, people wait for last minute. However, as a commission, we need time to get all the data and deal with the issue of the register, clean it up. The diaspora and the prisons process is going on, expected to finish on the 6th of March. As a commission, we expect that we shall close the register immediately after the diaspora voting has finalized, and that will be done from the 7th of March. So MVR is closed. We are expecting data from the field. and we shall close our register on 7th of March.
Yes, thank you so very much. My name is Enoch Kolia from NTV. Two quick ones. One, I don't know, is it 5.2 that you're targeting to be added, or is it 3.2? Because I'm looking at this one is really 5.2, and the number of those who have applied for is 3.7. So if you do clean up, the number is supposed to come down, not go up. Because you said about the discussion.
Yeah.
Number two, I don't know if you received the letter from Senator James Orengo on the issue of time and preparedness for the next general election. What is your response? Because he's concerned that the commission is behind by 2 months, given that it has to have in place. Like 2 months ago, it was supposed to have an integrated electronic management system, elections management system. So I don't know, what is your response? When are you likely to have that system in place, up and running?
Yeah, thank you. The figure of 5.2 comes in like this. You remember we had MVR1, which netted 1.4 people registered. I was not here then, but the figures are there. Then now, if you add that to MVR2, or 3.7, then the number of people registered, Kenyans registered to vote as of 2013 is 14.4. So that gives us, if you take the MVR1, MVR2, that's the figure we are talking about. You can do a quick calculation, addition. And on the issue of Senator Orengo, when I came in office with my team, we said we shall have an open door policy. I've had meetings with my commissioners, with members of political parties, and the issues, yes, we have received the letter. I got it today. The letter raises issues which actually I had already discussed with Senator Orengo and his team. We have challenges on the issue of procurement. The issue of Kenya Integrated Electoral Management System is being procured, and we expect the system will be installed and running by 28th of May this year. And so we know we have challenges, but those challenges are not going to stop us from carrying out the August 8th general election. The Commission is within its timelines, and I want to assure the country that there's no need to panic. We shall be able to deliver the election on 8th of August. We shall do everything possible to ensure that the procurement rules work for us, and we deliver this election.
A couple of questions. First, how many people are you targeting to register in the diaspora? And number two, you're saying that you close the register as soon as 7th of March when you finish the diaspora registration.
Yes.
But then, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the court said that you can proceed on with the continuous registration at the constituency level for at least 6 days from when you concluded MVR2. So what happens to people who register after March 7th? Will they participate in the election? Number three, there is this notion that you're saying that the nominations will end, the party primaries will end on April 26th. How about someone who loses in those party primaries? Can they convert and become party independent, bearing in mind that they will still be free, also away from a political party at 90 days to the election?
Those are how many questions? Now, the number of diaspora people, as you realize, we have only 4 countries. I mean, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, but 5. I don't have the figures of 2013, but the total number of Kenyans registered in the entire diaspora is about 130,000. I don't have the figures now of South Africa, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, but going by 2013, I think we expect the range to be the same. So I can't give you the figures, but I think we shall have many more press releases when the exercise is over. Then we shall be able to give you. Your other question was about independence.
Yes.
If you're standing for nominations in a political party and these timelines are over, we close the dates of the nominations as per the timelines, then you cannot switch over to stand as independent. I think that's what the law says, and therefore those who want to go independent, I think they should not participate in the party primaries. They need to start planning how to go independent. The law was meant to stop party hopping, and I think that's what it's going to achieve.
The one on continuous registration at the constituency?
Yes, as you realize, we as a commission need time to clean up the register, and yes, we are going to close the entire register on 7th to give us time to clean it up. And so those who may not have registered can still do so at the constituent level. But on 7th we close the register. The laws allow us to close it until such a time that we are able to clean it up.
So let's have one question for person, please.
Naitwa Rajab Abdul Kadir toka Radio KFM. Swali moja hapa, mahakama baada ya kuongeza ili shughuli ya kusajili na siku 5, naamini ya kwamba ilitalifiana na bajeti ya tume. Takriban shilingi milioni 180 zilitumika na tume ambazo haikuwa imeratibu kutumika. Labda mikakati ipi ambayo imewekwa na tume kuhakikisha kwamba haipati changamoto kuhusiana na swala la bajeti, hususan fedha wakati shughuli yote hadi wakati wa uchaguzi? Kisha moja peke yake, Burundi leo mapema amezungumza na mwenzangu, kumekuwa na baadhi ya vituo ambavyo mashini yalikuwa yamefeli. Labda hilo kama unaweza angazia kidogo swala la Burundi.
Yeah, kuhusu mambo ya budget, ni kweli tumetumia pesa ambayo kutakana itumike kwa registration, sababu ya hiyo mambo ya extend period na koti, na vile tutafanya, kuna secretariat hapa wanajua, accounting officer atajua vile atafanya hiyo mpango ya kuendelea na hiyo shughuli ya kujaza mali ya pesa imetoka. Unajua chama na huwa shughuliki na mambo ya kujua pesa ngapi yuko mpaka ambiwa na accounting officer. Kuna watu wetu huko nje kuhusu mambo ya diaspora. Kuna staff wetu wako huko nje, sijapata hiyo ripoti ya Burundi, lakini kama mtambo ufanyi kazi leo, tuna watu ambao walienda kwa hiyo timu, watashughulikia hiyo mambo ya mtambo, alafu tuangalie vile shughuli itaendelea. Kama inatakana backup, tutatumana. Najua Burundi ni hapa tu, tunaweza tuma mtambo ingine ya BVR.
Maybe we can take 2 last questions that have not been asked and just ask one. So we can have the gentleman at the back.
Thank you.
And you. Anyway, I don't want to leave you out, so the two of them.
Kuna madai ya hongo kwa wapiga kura hususan katika eneo la Panga. Sijui mmepokea malalamishi kama hayo na ni hatua ipi ambayo mnafanyia kuichukua?
Mambo ya hongo ya kupiga kura hiyo sijapata kama dume officially, lakini kama inafanyika hiyo ni kinyume ya sheria, inatakana ripoti ilese kwetu, alafu tushirikiane na DPP, watu ambao wamehusika wachukuliwe hatua.
Bwana mwenyekiti, kabla ya zoezi la kusajili wa Kenya kwanza, nilisema kwamba iwapo mngepewa fedha ambazo hazitoshi, kama ungeweza kufikia ile idadi mliotarajia, mkapewa pesa za kutosha, ni kwa nini hamjafikia ile idadi mliotarajia? Pili, tunaanza usajili wa wapiga kura katika mataifa ya Afrika Mashariki, lakini inasikitisha kwamba hamjui ni Wakenya wangapi hasa ambao wanalengwa, na huenda watu wakakuwa na hofu kwamba kusajiliwa kwa Wakenya walio nje ikawa mbinu ya kutumika kuchakatua zoezi la upigaji kura.
Yeah. Idadi ya Wakenya ambao wako kwa hiyo nchi nafikiri sio nitamuita waelezee, nafikiri anajua hiyo idadi. Watu wanajulikana, tunasajilisha watu ambao wako registered na embassies. Kulingana na hesabu ambayo tuko na dunia mzima kuna 135,000 Kenyans ambao wame register na embassies. Na unajua kuna Wakenya wengine karibu 3 million wako huko nje hawajajiregister na embassy. Sasa sijui naongea kuhusu which ones. Lakini wale official figures za East Africa ziko, nafikiri mtapewa hizo figures. Kuhusu law registration, wakati nimetoa statement yangu nimesema tulikuwa tunatarajia kuregister 4 million people on the lower level na 6 million on the upper level. Vile sheria ya Kenya iko, mtu ana uhuru ya kujiandikisha. It's freedom, article 38. Huwezi kulazimishwa kujiandikisha kura. Na kama watu wanataka kupiga kura, wanajiandikisha. Kama wataki, dume haina nafasi ya haina powers ya kuwalazimisha wajiandikishe. Sasa hiyo freedom iko, na huwezi sema sisi kama IBC tumeshindwa kutafuta watu kujiandikisha. Sisi tumefanya voters education, tumeelimisha watu na tumetumia mbinu zote. Tuko na 2 agents katika kila ward kuambia watu waende wajiregister. Ukiangalia TV ile runinga unaona kila siku tunaambia watu waende waregister kwa radio. Sasa kazi yetu sisi tumefanya na tumetumia hiyo pesa kulingana na vile ilikuwa allocated. Yeah.
Just clarify what exactly is the EIBC's position with regards to the ballot tender. What do you expect going forward? What are your expectations?
The ballot tender, you know what happened. There is a judgment of the court which cancelled the tender which had been procured through the normal procurement process. The judgment gave the commission an option to start the process afresh. As a commission, we have made a decision that we are starting the tendering process afresh, and we have sufficient time to do so. And therefore, yes, we are going to redo the tendering process afresh for ballot papers.
Let's have that one burning question, then you allow us to close. It has to be really burning.
Okay, in 50-50, it's like in a 50-50 scenario, like you've agreed to conduct the Jubilee Party primaries, and many people have been questioning and actually saying that it could bring about an issue of credibility to the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission, this body. So what is your take on that when it comes to, yes, the law says that you are allowed to conduct party primaries, but again, if you conduct for one party that has it has the intended or its purpose that you conduct its primaries, but again, they are raising the issue of credibility that could actually rise. What is your take on that?
Well, the law is clear. If we look at the law, the Constitution says one of the mandates of this commission is to supervise and organize party primaries to ensure that political parties are carry out their business. The Election Act, of course, says, the recent amendments say that if approached by a political party, the commission shall carry out party primaries for them. In terms of the commission, you know very well, I think I saw you in the Jubilee meeting there. We had a long meeting, and the only party which has approached us is actually Jubilee to carry out their primaries. We expressed our concerns. There are several grey areas, the issue of costing, the issue of the commission carrying out primaries. At the same time, we actually supposed to preside over dispute resolution arising from primaries. But the law says, if approached, we shall carry out primaries. So that's why we said, let's have a team from here and also from Jubilee to express these concerns so that there's no misunderstanding. And that meeting will be held next week, I think on 28th, so that we express our concerns, and we hope that we shall come out with a solution.
What is your view on that, on the notion that
Okay, let me tell you my view. Now, my view would prejudice the meeting that is forthcoming. You know, if I say my view, then there will be no need for that meeting. But as I said, I wish political parties would carry out their primaries without involving us. But having said that, we swore to abide by the rule of law, and that's why we are engaging in those discussions.
There's an extra question. We're not going to give any opinion kindly. How much in total did you use during NBR2 plus the extension, and how have you distributed the prison, the PPRs in prison?
Ezra, you can assist me with that. It's more of an accounting because I have not been given the figures.
So thank you, Chairman, for your patience, and thank you all of you for coming for this press conference. Please remember to pick a copy